Wonderful. Welcome everybody. Sorry for the slight delay. Everybody on Telegram and on Second Life. And welcome everyone on Vero True Social and my Patreon supporters. Good to have you here. Welcome back to a new episode of Love Your Love Muscle. And this time we're going to talk about happiness. And not only happiness, but how happiness is a creative force, actually a manifestation force. I'm Seb. I'm the founder of the Transformational Meditation Group, the group that is bringing you this podcast, and a group for people and meditation and self-regulation experts that want to change their lives with meditation and self-regulation techniques and the lives of others. So again, happiness, why is it a creative force? Well, as I always say in my courses and workshops and often in the podcast as well, the state of being we are in is also the frequency of the information we become more aware of, and we attract the same people or same circumstances that fit into that state of being. So naturally, you can imagine, it's actually pretty logic, right? When you are in a happy state of being, you radiate it out, people see that you're happy, notice that people are more interested in talking to you, are easier, find it easier to connect to you. And in my own experience, being in a state of happiness or positive state of being means that people are more positive towards you as well. If you feel depressed, if you radiate that depressing feeling outwards, you can't stop that. That's what your heart does. Naturally, people try to have a little bit more distant. If they want to ask you for something, they'd rather think twice and maybe ask someone else. Or if they want to propose to you some solution or some opportunity, they might be reluctant doing that. So there's a psychology behind it. If we ourselves are in a state of being of joy, appreciation, gratitude, happiness, we tend to notice psychologically the same type of things. So when we are grateful, we find naturally more things around us in our experience, everyday experience, to be grateful for. And we also tend to contact people or come in contact with people that are more grateful of nature as well. So as you can see, it is very important to monitor your state of being. Does that mean you are not allowed to feel depressed? Does it mean you're not allowed to feel angry? Does it mean you are not allowed to feel frustrated, stressed? Of course you are allowed to feel those negative feelings as well. They are part of life. It wouldn't be good if you can't react to something in a negative way, or an experience has a negative effect on you and you feel sad, anxious, angry, of course. But those should be situations and state of beings that are temporary, right? You don't want to be depressed all the time. You don't want to be anxious all the time. You don't want to be sad all the time. Unfortunately, there are people that are sad all the time, that are depressed all the time. They are chronically stressed, anxious all the time. It becomes chronical, and eventually their whole state of being, their body, their nervous system finds that to be the new normal. But what if you can change that? What if you can change your new normal or your normal to being happy most of the time, to be more resilient towards stress and negative things that are happening in your life? What if you can change your thought patterns into finding joy even in stressful situations or negative situations, find those little bits of positive things, little things to be happy about, little things to be grateful for, nevertheless what the situation around you might be overall. Those are the people that often accomplish more, that notice they get more opportunities in life, they grab those opportunities easily. And that's also with happiness. So if you feel grateful, if you feel joy, if you feel care, compassion, all those words I always mention when we do our heart-brain coherence meditation, you're naturally not in a unhappy state, right? You're in a happy state. So on another note, and I will explain why this links to all this, my children go to a school where they had a teacher that is from South Africa, and he wrote a book about happiness called Happiness is a Superpower. And of course, I had him over to the house and we talked a lot. Let me see. I also got his book, and I'm going to order some for my group here locally so they can buy it directly. I have also posted in our group chat on Telegram the link to the website where you can get this book. It's called Happiness is a Superpower. I'm showing it right now on Telegram. So if you can't see me, you have to just assume that I'm holding a book right now. Happiness is a Superpower by Kabelo Diala. And in this book, I found it very fascinating because he describes his own experience with changing his state of being and how you can cultivate happiness in everyday life. I will put the link in the chat on Second Life as well. So, great. So yeah, happiness is a superpower. Hold it up again. So I'm not going to talk too much about it because I think you need to read the book. A lot of things you recognize from what I'm talking about often in my workshops, courses, and also the podcast. But this goes more in depth. How can I cultivate happiness in everyday life? What is the science behind it? Like I said, what is the psychology behind it? And he explains through his own experiences and also not only his own experience, but also a story around it where he is the main character on how to create happiness in every possible situation. So absolutely a recommendation to go and look for that book and read it. It's easy to read, and he's also a school teacher, so he's very keen on explaining the technical words as well. So there are a lot of footnotes that explain what things look like. I can show you a little bit of it. Let me see. You see the footnotes there. So yeah, a lot of words, terminology that he uses to come from the scientific world, or you might not be familiar with, that come from the spiritual world that you're not familiar with. He will explain that. So it's a great book to get started with, also when you want to start with manifestation and the creative ways in life. So without further ado, I think we just get started with a short meditation like we always do, and we are going to cultivate some happiness through meditation, which is also something Cabello describes in his book, how he uses meditation to start his day and get that state of being inside of him, that state of being of happiness, gratitude, joy. The same thing I recommend doing, and I do myself every morning. Okay. Yeah. If you want, no, let's just get started. We're going to think about something that brought a lot of happiness in your life or joy in your life in a moment. Find a comfortable position, make sure you have good enough support, And let's center ourselves first by taking a nice deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Lower your shoulders, loosen your jaw. You might want to close your eyes if you want to. Take another nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth again. Relax, feel yourself getting settled. Then just breathe normally again. Just breathe like you usually do. And for a moment, notice where in your body you feel your breath the most. Focus on that point in your body where you feel your breath the most. Maybe that point is in your nose, the back of your throat, or maybe that point is in your chest or your tummy. Just focus there where you feel your breath the most. Notice how you are breathing through that focus point. Do you notice colder air flowing in, warmer air flowing out? Now try to move that focus point into your heart space, so become more aware of your heart space. And you can do like me, put your hand on your chest right there where your heart is. Focus on your heart space and now imagine that you are breathing to that new focus point, breathing through your heart. Just imagine that you're breathing in and out through your heart. It's slow, deep breaths. And by having this focus on your heart and that slow, deep breathing through your heart, you balance your nervous system in a very good way. Your heart rate variability becomes balanced. Your whole system, your whole physiology gets optimized, balanced through your nervous system. Now keep breathing through your heart and think back about a time in your life where you felt happy. You can think about a time in your life where you felt joy, because when you felt joy, you also feel happiness, of course. You can't be feeling joy and not being happy. And of course, you can also be happy when you're grateful for something. Maybe you found something, a situation in your life where you were with friends or loved ones and just laughed so much. Those are the moments you can look for. So breathe through your heart, find a moment from your life where you felt joy, gratitude, just happiness. And I want you to visualize that moment and relive that moment inside yourself as if it is happening right now. Breathe through your heart. And relive that moment of joy, gratitude, bliss, happiness. Make it as real as possible inside of you as you continue to breathe through your heart. Fill your whole being, your whole body with that feeling. Really go for it. Breathe through your heart and relive that happy moment as if it is happening right now. When you feel your whole being being filled up, your whole body being filled up with that emotion, that feeling of happiness, joy, gratitude, just radiate outwards into that electromagnetic field your heart creates. It's like a soap bubble around you. Just fill it up, expand, radiate outwards those feelings of joy, happiness, gratitude, bliss. And maybe you notice yourself smiling, maybe you notice the warmth going through your body. That's just your body reacting to that inner experience. Your whole physiology is totally not in stress or fight and flight. Now it's just being happy. And all those happy hormones go through your body. You feel relaxed, your cells are going to repair, you absorb more nutrition from your digestive system in this way. You increase your immune system, your immune response. Beautiful. And think about doing this in the morning, just a short self-regulation session. After the alarm goes, sit up straight in bed and think about what state of being you want to be in throughout the day. And remember that the state of being you are in creates the same possibilities in your life, attracts the same people, you notice the same things according to your state of being. So how you feel and how you think corresponds to the things you experience that day when you do this in the morning. Very well. Beautiful. Now let's slowly get back to the present moment. You can try to keep that state of being inside of you. Take it with you as you get back. Notice the room you are in and bring that state of being of yours into the room. Be aware of any sounds in the room. Take a nice inhale as you start to breathe normally again. And as you exhale, slowly move your body back and forth and from side to side. Maybe you want to wiggle with your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. So again, and people ask me, why do we do all the time the same kind of meditation? Well, this is just for practice. This is just to keep you going. And the heart-brain coherence is so versatile that you can use it for everything. And it's all based on changing your state of being, which is what meditation scientifically is. You alter your state of being, you alter your level of consciousness, your level of awareness. Uh, and the best way and the most scientific way is doing it in the same way and noticing that you get the same results, right? But that's why we do this kind of meditation almost every time. We also do other meditations, other techniques. Sometimes we do a body scan if we feel for it. Sometimes we do an intention session for someone, but also the intention session is based on heart-brain coherence. So it's very powerful technique. All right. Again, I'm going to urge you or recommend you to go to the website happinessisasuperpower.com where you find the book of Cabello Diala and order it. It's ordered on all kinds of net sites, Amazon and I don't know what, so just scroll down the website and you can order it there. And for those that are coming to my offline sessions, my in-person sessions in my hometown in Norway, in a few days I will receive a couple of copies of this book and you can get one with you when we get back to our deep meditation sessions that we do once a month here in the beautiful city of Ålesund. And you can buy the book there and take it home with you right away. Okay, wonderful. Great. Monk says, I really needed this. Thanks, welcome, Monk. Glad you enjoyed. And Monk is also going to order it later. Beautiful. All right. Thank you, Aquarius. Thank you, Monk. And thank you, Rima L. Thank you, everybody on Telegram. And thank you, everybody that is listening to the recording and the podcast later on this week. Take good care. I hope to see you back in 2 weeks again with a new theme. And yeah, be safe. Have a wonderful rest of your day and evening. Namaste.